Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are diving into something super fascinating, a real-world case study from the YouTube channel MoneyStick. We're going to totally demystify the hidden economics of the creator economy. Basically, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal what that very first month of YouTube monetization actually looks like behind the scenes. No hype, no exaggerated claims, just the raw data and the honest reality of the creator grind. So, let's get right into it.
Right off the bat, let's tackle a question that literally every single aspiring creator asks themselves at some point. What really happens the exact moment you finally hit those partner requirements and flip the switch? I mean, is it instant success? Does the algorithm just suddenly flood your channel with new viewers out of nowhere?
Look, we've all been sold this same myth, right? That monetization is this definitive finish line. You expect that after months of grinding, you hit the requirements, get approved, and bam! Suddenly, everything changes. The ads turn on, revenue starts pouring in, and you get these overnight life upgrades with, metaphorical fireworks going off in the background. But the reality? It's much less dramatic. Actually, it's significantly more quiet. Most of the time, it's literally just an email sitting in your inbox and a YouTube analytics dashboard that barely even moves.
Take the actual timeline from MoneyStick, for example. On January 5th, after months of pure hustle, we're talking constantly adjusting thumbnails, meticulously studying retention graphs, pushing so hard for those final watch hours, the approval email finally arrived. And you know what? There was no dramatic music playing. Just a calm, almost sobering realization that the real work wasn't actually over. Actually, it was really only just beginning. Because getting approved doesn't magically change how your videos perform. People still have to choose to click, and they still have to actually watch.
60 cents. Yep, that was the total revenue generated on day one of being an official YouTube partner. And that was a number the creator only found after obsessively refreshing the analytics page every 20 to 30 minutes, totally expecting to see a massive jump. Just 60 cents for an entire 24 hours of being fully monetized.
Now, I know what you're thinking. 60 cents sounds incredibly tiny, right? Maybe even a huge letdown. But to this creator, it was actually incredibly powerful. Why? Because it proved the system actually worked. It literally meant a real human being watched a video, an ad played, and real revenue was generated. It was tangible proof. And it instantly reset their expectations from that myth of overnight success to the reality of gradual, patient growth. And let me tell you, that is the exact mindset you need if you want to survive long-term on the platform.
But here's where it gets really interesting. During that same first month, there was a massive volume of traffic moving in the background. We're talking 79,000 views, 2,000 hours of watch time, and over 1,300 new subscribers joining the community. From the outside looking in, that looks like unstoppable momentum. The videos are being recommended, the audience is clearly hungry for more, and you'd naturally think the revenue would perfectly match that explosion in viewership.
But the hard truth you learn incredibly fast as a newly monetized creator is that revenue behaves entirely differently than views. The algorithm doesn't just hand you a pile of cash as a reward for getting approved. It only assigns a dollar amount to your ongoing performance. So while you might have this fantastic momentum and rapid growth from the older videos that got you over the finish line in the first place, your actual daily channel revenue can start off super slow, incredibly steady, and seemingly completely detached from those huge initial view counts. Which leads us right into what the creator aptly calls the quiet phase. These are the unglamorous days most YouTubers will never ever show you. For several days in a row, daily earnings just hover at $1, or even less, completely flat, with absolutely zero viral spikes. It's the silent grind. Nothing feels explosive at all. You check the dashboard and the numbers are just slowly trickling in. But underneath the surface, a really vital foundation is being laid for the future.
There's a realization the creator had here that absolutely hits the nail on the head. Monetization is not a magic switch. It's an amplifier. I love that. It is such a profound way to look at it, and honestly, it's the core lesson of this entire case study. If your content performs, the revenue will eventually follow and amplify that success. But if the content doesn't perform, simply being in the partner program and having the ads turned on changes absolutely nothing about your trajectory.
So that's a major mindset shift you need to make right now. And it brings us to what is arguably the most vital concept for any new partner to grasp: compounding assets. This means recognizing that every single upload isn't just a one-off event. It's a foundational piece of your financial library. Multiple individual videos start acting like these little independent streams of watch time and revenue, and they stack together to build a steady, reliable income over time. You aren't just hunting for a single hit, you're building a whole ecosystem.
When the revenue finally did start to shift for MoneyStick, it didn't come from one massive viral hit out of nowhere. Instead, it was this multi-step process of compounding assets in action. First, multiple videos started bringing in steady search traffic. Then, another video got picked up in browse features. And finally, older uploads suddenly started gaining suggested views. All of these different elements just started performing simultaneously, building this incredible snowball of real momentum.
And that stacking effect, that is exactly what eventually propelled the daily earnings out of the literal pennies and up to the highest single earning day of that entire first month, $11.56. Now, individually, maybe none of these videos look like massive blockbuster hits, but together, their combined watch time started making a very real, tangible financial impact that the creator could finally feel. Now sure, to some people on the outside, $11 a day might still sound pretty small. But to a new creator, man, it represents definitive proof. It proves the growth wasn't just random, and it definitely wasn't just luck. It was the direct result of multiple assets working together to compound that revenue. It proved that the long-term vision of growing a deep content library actually works in practice, not just in some YouTube theory video. So, drumroll please, by the end of those first 30 days, all those 60-cent days, those super quiet dollar days, and that exciting $11 peak, all stacked up to a grand total of $116.73. That is the true, unfiltered picture of month one. Is that a life-changing amount of money? Well, not quite. But perspective is everything here. It's only the first 30 days of a much, much longer journey.
The creator of MoneyStick is actually building this entire channel in public, which is super cool. They noted that they're already 50 days into monetization right now, but they feel the true milestone to look for is actually 90 days, because, 3 months of data tells a significantly clearer story than just one. They're documenting this whole journey with real numbers, no fake screenshots, no crazy hype. And hey, if you're curious about the broader YouTube ecosystem, they encourage checking out their other work, explaining why there's still massive opportunity for new channels to grow today.
All of this brings up a really, really exciting question to think about. When you realize that every new video becomes an asset, and every month builds on the last, you start to see the immense long-term vision of building a deep library. I mean, think about it. If a handful of performing videos can generate $11 in a single day, what happens when you have 20 strong videos? Or 50? That compounding effect is where the real magic of YouTube lies. It's exactly why consistency pays off so heavily.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought to chew on as you grind toward your own monetization goals. If this flat, quiet, $116 month is just the baseline, what on earth will day 90 look like? And more importantly, what will your day 90 look like? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep building and keep creating.